Good morning, class. You guys have learned all about cubes in first grade and second grade if you were here at Plantation Park. And we use cubes to help us solve math word problems. And we're going to start off slow because I want you guys to really understand what each step is. But I am going to tell you what the letters stand for and what you're supposed to do with each letter every time we talk about word problems. And you're going to do word problems daily. So cubes is C. C stands for circle the numbers. U stands for underline the question. B stands for box in the key words. Those are math action words, or words that help you know what's going on in the word problem. Eliminate and evaluate. So we'll eliminate things we don't need. Evaluate means we'll look at the problem to see how we can solve it. And S stands for solve. So not only are we going to be using cubes is to help us annotate a word problem. We are also going to be using RDW. RDW stands for read, draw, and write your answer. So those are two things we're going to use to help us solve word problems. You ready? Let's go. Okay, so our first word problem is, there are 6 teachers and 2 paras. How many staff are working there? Read it again to yourself. Perfect. So when we read this problem, this word problem is just like a story. Now this is a very short story, but you're going to start reading word problems that really tell a story. So what do we know in this word problem? You're going to repeat what you just read without looking at it. You're going to tell me what you read in the word problem without even looking at the word problem. So close your eyes, look off the screen, whatever you have to do. What is going on in the story? Tell me what's going on. Let's see. Oh, yes. There's 6 teachers. Yes. Okay. Well, in cubes, we are supposed to circle our numbers. I know that. So up here, I'm going to write C-U-B-E-S. Cubes. So cubes tells me, it gives me a clue. I remember what I'm supposed to do. I remember C stands for circle. Well, what do I circle? I know. I circle the numbers. Well, I know that there's 6 teachers because it said 6 teachers right there. I remember that. So I come over here and I'm going to circle my 6. Well, it has the word and, so that means something else is coming. And there's 2 paras. 2. Okay, so I got to circle the number 2. All right, there we go. We have 6 and we have 2. So we know that is going to be a part of our problem where we're going to solve. Now I'm going to read the rest of it just to make sure there's no other numbers in there. How many staff are working there? Okay, well, it doesn't tell me any other numbers. I'm good to go. So I have 6 and I have 2. Cross out the C because I'm done. Now, if you're working on the computer and you have a word problem on the computer, it's kind of hard to circle those word problems. You can't write on the computer. On the computer screen. So what you should do is, on your notepad, your paper, you're going to write the number 6 and you're going to write the number 2. That's what you're going to do. Write 6 and 2. You know that those are the numbers. Okay? Now, I also said we're going to end up doing RDW, right? Actually draw rectangles. We're going to draw rectangles based on what we see here. So if we have the number 6, is the number 6 more than 2 or is it less than 2? Is it bigger than 2 or is it smaller than 2? Yes, it is bigger than 2. So if we drew a rectangle, our rectangle would be based on a big rectangle, like this, okay? So we're drawing a big rectangle. And I'm going to go ahead and put the number 6 in there, just because I know that that's the number 6. So the number 2, is it bigger than 6 or is it smaller than 6? Is it more than 6 or less than 6? Yes, it is less than 6. I'm going to draw the 2. The 2 we just found out was smaller than the 6. That's what you guys told me. So I'm going to draw a rectangle attached to the 6 that is smaller than the 6 rectangle, because we said that the 6 is bigger than the 2, right? So, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the number 2 in there, just so I can say that's the number 2. So from now on, that's all we're going to do this week. We're going to circle our numbers. We'll draw our rectangles according to the size of the number. If it's bigger than, less than, whatever. Right now, that's all we are going to do. Okay, so after we do this enough, you guys will understand so much better how to annotate your word problem and draw to come up with the answer.